So this week, Balenciaga rolled out a new ad campaign on Instagram, and the selling point of the ads was sex with children. One photograph showed a very young girl lying face down on a couch with candles, empty wine glasses, and a dog collar on a coffee table in front of her. Another picture showed the same girl, a toddler, holding a teddy bear dressed in sexual bondage gear, including a leather harness. And then, in case you missed the point, we're for pedophilia at Balenciaga, another picture made it explicit. That picture showed pages from a Supreme Court opinion that struck down a law designed to fight child pornography. Whoever staged the photo shoot made certain to include a portion of that opinion that used the word sex or sexual 4 times. And of course, that was not an accident. Balenciaga wanted you to notice.
Right now, you know what I'm saying, for some time, God had been showing me about how there's going to be an all-time high when it comes in sexual immorality, this perversion, especially on a sexual level. The devil is sending out so many heat waves, the sexual heat waves. He is really trying to entice people, because one thing the Bible talks about is running from sexual sin. And if you notice, if you get on the internet and see that so many people are, behaving in a promiscuous way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that, trying to seduce you, that type of seduction. You see the men and the women behaving in this sexual manner. You know what I'm saying? Let me go right back to the Bible real quick. And it was like, run away from sexual sin. No other sin does the body great harm. And as we can see, we know that being that sexual activity does you harm, especially dealing with soul ties. You don't never know what kind of spirits people got on them. So a lot of people trying to break out of them soul ties. Even people will stay in relationships based on the sexual relationship, whether it's good to them or not. A lot of people will stay because it's quote unquote good, and you're staying stuck in situations that are toxic, but you'll stay just for that. That's how strong that sexual sin can can hold you down. That's how strong it is. It'll cause you to be okay with disrespect, as long as it's good. And this is why God say to run from this thing. And right now, the devil is really advertising, sex at its all-time high. Even when you get on TikTok, people rolling their bodies. And right now, I'm going to tell y'all, you're going to have to guard your temple. You're going to have to guard your mind, because Satan is turning it up a notch. I'm telling you. Have you ever got thoughts in your head, the things that you wouldn't do? It's just thoughts, and you be like, where that come from? The devil is like, no matter what it is, it was just a crazy thought. That is Satan sending you, advertising things to you to see if you are going to receive it. Because like they say, when Satan suggests something to you, he want to suggest it to you, then it becomes an idea, then later on it becomes something you do. That's how he do. That's what Satan do, what the flesh do. It advertise. I'm gonna tell y'all something about this Balenciaga. And when we out here buying these people products, and we be thinking, oh, I'm rocking this Balenciaga, woo to woo. And we treat these items as if they're a trophy, as if they're God and they're gold. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to go somewhere with this. God just dropped this in my spirit, right, just a second. Now, if you go read the Bible in Joshua. Now, if anybody know the story about Joshua, he was he was fighting those battles, and he was winning. Every battle that Joshua got in, he was winning, except for when they came across one battle, they won, but he had instructions from God. Do not take any of these items, any the silver, the gold, anything that came from these people after they defeat them. Do not take any of their merchandise, because it is tainted. Come on now. And when one of his soldiers in his camp took an item from the place that they had just defeated, Joshua started losing battles. Come on now. And then when he started losing battles, he asked God, why am I losing battles? He said, because one of your men took merchandise from a place that I told you it was tainted. Come on now. What am I saying here? What I'm saying is this. We go out here and purchase this so-called, designer stuff from these people, not knowing that they are a tainted people. They are corrupted people. We don't understand the spirits that are on their product. Come on now. And you go out here and buy this stuff and treat it like it's a trophy and like it's gold. We always showing their stuff off. And you don't know who they really truly are behind closed doors. All we do is get in these rap songs and brag about their items. Their items are always tied to something that's tainted. Come on now. Their items are tied to tainted things. They are tainted people. And that's why God told them in the Bible, don't take none of their possession. Leave it there. Let it burn. And that is what God is showing today. All this material stuff, all this designer that we always trying to glorify, leave it there. And you know, a lot of people glorify these items, these products, because I'm going to show you, whenever they put it on, they feel like they're powerful. When people put on these designer clothes, they all of a sudden, they feel like somebody. They feel like a god. That's how you know we're starting to worship these idols. We're starting to worship this product, this material. And God is going to continue to expose right then and there. He's going to show you just how much you should have felt like somebody before you put on their designer shirts. You should have always felt like somebody. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know when you start to glorify items, because you feel like somebody when you put it on. You see what I'm saying? That's why God told them in the Bible, leave their merchandise. Don't take it. It is tainted. It's tainted. So that's what God is showing you. A lot of these big companies, this designer stuff is tainted. They're tainted people or corrupt people.